Today's reading is Charlie Dompler from the Sexypedia Wiki. The creator of this character's source material is considered controversial. The existence of this page on the wiki does not mean that the wider community condones the creator's actions. This warning may also apply for any wider corporations or influential fandom creators. Reason: Zach Cadell, one of the two creators of Smiling Friends, had defended Shadman in the past. Source content warning. The source material of this character deals with potentially disturbing subject matter. This content may or may not be mentioned on this page. Please tread carefully if you're disturbed with the following topics: vulgar humor, sex, nudity, graphic blood and gore, weapons, mental illness, suicidal ideation, death, bodily fluids such as urine, and etc. Charlie Dompler is one of the two main characters of Smiling Friends, alongside Pim Pimling. By far the most simped over character in the show, it is obvious how his stocky figure and pessimistic attitude combine to make the peak human or critter form. His class is Keter, and his source is Smiling Friends. Basic information. Along with Pim, Charlie makes up the brunt of the supportive services given out at Smiling Friends Incorporated. Like Alan, he plays the straight man role, although he seems to behave a lot more realistically than the others, making his personality stand out. Archetypes. Distinctive voice. He is voiced by the show's co-creator, Zach Cadell, and all he had to do was provide his normal speaking voice without any exaggeration of his voice. You can thank him for the iconic nasally voice that he provides this lad with. Eye imagery. A subtle trait of Smiling Friends' outlandish sense of humor is giving certain characters the opportunity to look kind of weird facing front, and Charlie is no exception. He's always seen in a 3/4 view, with his eyes near the top of his face in a fashion similar to Peppa Pig. However, when facing front, we see just how big his nose is, although it actually makes him look more like, get this, a smiley face. However, there are times in which Charlie's eyes enlarge past the point of just dots and more like googly eyes, mainly to convey his expressions a lot more. Rhyme/brick shithouse. Charlie is a chubby man with a large nose, almost no hair on his head, and lots of body hair. He's not an overly tall and thin twink. He's just a dude who you would find hooked up to a headset while playing Rust, which he canonically does, funnily enough. Gay. Charlie's been confirmed to be gay and stuff. He has been seduced on 2 occasions by Mip, male, and Mustard, female, respectively. While neither interaction resulted in anything, he was clearly into it in both instances. He also kissed Pim in a blink and you miss it moment, and didn't seem to have a problem with kissing Mr. Boss to break the curse placed on him. Non-human. Charlie is a critter, a humanoid species that commonly tends to look like they were molded from Play-Doh. Quotable catchphrases. He has quite a few, actually, and one of them managed to become a meme. This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah, I was just reading about how the Renaissance man had come into town. Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Religious imagery. Due to Charlie being canonically Catholic, he can be seen wearing a cross around his neck when shirtless. It can be assumed that he always wears it underneath the shirt. This is humorous given how, despite him being openly Catholic, he still goes directly to hell when he dies in the Season 1 Christmas episode. Though this might have literally been God's plan to test Charlie, given what God says at the end. Fanon tropes. Animal theming/claws. One popular thing among artists is drawing interpretations of the main cast as specific classes of animal. Pim as an amphibian, Alan as reptilian, and Charlie as mammalian. As such, many pieces of art draw Charlie as a bear-like creature with claws, fur, and yes, toe beans. John Locked. Alan Red used to be the go-to character for shipping Charlie with someone when the show first aired, but the pairing of Charlie and Pim, ship name being Char Pim, has become exponentially more popular over the years. Char Pim became ever more present once Zach Cadell mentioned that Charlie's girlfriend Zoe was killed off between seasons. It being revealed that Zoe never actually died only added more fuel to the fire. On a smaller scale, Charlie is also sometimes shipped with Mip or James, but those are less common due to how toxic the relationships are. Scars. In the Grimbley episode, Charlie has his nose ripped off by James and needs it surgically grafted back on. Despite this leaving no visible scars after this episode, many fanworks love giving Charlie a large scar around his nose in reference to this moment, even if the given artwork is not directly related to the specific event. Theme song. Pink and Yellow by Chucklebone.